we go with the next scale in this sequence of scales. I have lost count. It might be the 7th one. In this case, we're starting on F sharp, or we are starting on G flat. They're the same note. The thing about this scale is we can use flats or sharps to describe the notes equally well, because we will have 6 sharps or we will have 6 flats. And the first question is, how can we have 6 flats or sharps if there are only 5 black keys? The answer is one of those flats or sharps is a white key. While we go through the fingers for the right hand, I will name the notes as we go in sharps, and then I will point out the white key that is in fact a sharp. So we're going to start on our second finger, because we have to play all 3 of the first 3 black keys. We are going to go F sharp, 2, G sharp, 3, A sharp, 4, then B with the thumb, and the next 2 black keys with the next 2 fingers, C sharp and D sharp. Now we have E sharp. You can see here it's not E, but it is F, but it's not F. We're going to call it E sharp while we're using sharps. Then we're back around to the first note of the scale again. Okay, moving on, continuing on. 3, 4, then 1 again, then 1 on the other white key. Now we've made it to the highest note, and backwards. 1, 3, 2, 1, then 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, then 4. Okay, one of the biggest mistakes I see in this scale a lot is students trying to put their 4th finger here on either of the 2 white keys for either hand. It's very, very common. I would say if that happens, that is the only time I will allow you to skip a finger for the sake of just continuing on and making the scale sound cohesive. Since it really is about what it sounds like, if you accidentally put your 4th finger here, just make sure your thumb makes it onto the black key. It's not the best habit in the world, but at the same time, there are worse things, like putting your thumb on a black key. That would be bad. Let's do this to the left hand, and we're going to use the flat nomenclature. G flat with the 4th finger, and then we'll have 3 and 2 for A flat and B flat. Since we just played a B, the next note we have to call C, but we already know it's this white key here, so it's a C flat, otherwise known as B. And then the 3rd finger on D flat, and then E flat, and then the thumb on F, and then 4th finger again. Going on, 3, 2, make sure you get your C flat with the thumb, then 3, 2, 1 again, and here we can either put the 4th finger down or the 2nd finger. Doesn't really matter. If we were going to go on, we would definitely want the 4th finger, but since we're turning around, it's okay to put the 2nd finger down before you turn around. Thumb on the white key, of course, next 2 fingers, then find the next white key with the thumb, then 3 fingers for 3 black keys, then the thumb, then the next 2 fingers on the next 2 black keys, then the thumb on the white key, C flat. Yeah, these with all the black keys I think are the easiest scales, because it's a little bit more obvious. You have to put your thumb on the only white keys. Very, very straightforward. Let's do this with 2 hands, and let's do this blocked. So all 3 black keys, and then the thumb. Then 2 black keys, then the thumb. Make sure that right hand is reaching all the way for the F. Then 3 black keys. And this white key is closer to the group that you're on. Then 2 black keys. and then reach for that white key. It's a little further away. And then we can play a single F sharp or G flat. Then backwards. Okay, now let's play it linearly, one note at a time, and in time. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Simple enough. Let's play some of the chords that we need for this key, and then you can go practice this key for a week, and then come back for the next key. Here is the first, third, and fifth note of the scale. We have all black keys for this one, and if you're not sure which notes to play, we can do this. Playing all 5 fingers, each one on one note, just to remind ourselves what the first 5 are. Then we can find the first, third, and fifth, and that will be your starting chord. Now, the top 2 notes move up to find the 4 chord, or in this case, B major, or C flat major. We have G flat, C flat, and E flat, or if you prefer sharps, F sharp, B, and D sharp. And moving back to the F sharp chord, or the G flat chord, and then the 5 chord, otherwise known as C sharp 7, or D flat 7. The thumb, or the pinky, moves down to find F, and then the middle note moves to B, the same place it did before. And then back to the home chord. Okay, let's do that in time. Ready, set, go. And. Okay, just beware of your black keys. There's lots of them. It's really easy to get them mixed up, and it's a little bit more difficult to see the intervals that you have to play. Make sure you take it slowly, and make sure it sounds like all the other scales, because it should, because it's a major scale. That's all I have to say about that. Have fun with this one, and I will see you for the C sharp or the D flat scale.